My friends, Palestine, the land of Jesus, is actually a very dusty land. It only has 2 seasons, unlike us here in Ohio. They have the rainy season, which begins in the late fall and ends in the early spring. And then they have the dry season, which begins and everything seems to become parched and hot and dry. This dusty character of the land of Palestine is actually reflected in today's gospel passage. The custom of foot washing was a courteous and even a practical gesture. And it is into that dusty land that Jesus sent his disciples 2 by 2. If a community rejected them, they were to shake the dust off their feet, Jesus said. That was a symbolic action against the village. But more than that, it was a healing action for his disciples. In it, we have a clue to handling life's experiences of failures. Shake off the dust, Jesus said. Let's first consider how dust gets on us. Well, we get some just by walking through life. Life is not always smooth sailing. To live and to try is to experience some degree of failure. All of life is a mixture of success and failures. Another way we get dust on us is by falling down. Sometimes that can be a very painful experience. We lose our job, we go bankrupt in our business, our home breaks up, it goes into foreclosure, our children go wrong. That kind of failure can be devastating to anyone. And sometimes we get dust on ourselves by just sitting in the middle of the road and doing absolutely nothing. We just quit and stop trying. That perhaps is the most tragic failure of all. Let's also look at what dust does to us. Well, for one thing, dust accumulates. Look at your own homes. If you don't dust, it just doesn't go away. It just piles up. And the same is true with life. If we let it, the dust of our lives will just accumulate and get higher and higher until it covers and colors everything that we do. Let's consider just one final matter, and it's this. How do we deal with the dust of failure? Well, the first thing we should do is to learn from our failures. And once we have done that, the next thing to do is to leave it behind, to shake off the dust, so to speak. And the next thing is to try again. Jesus said, go on to the next village. That translates, forget your failures, pick yourself up, keep going, and move on. My friends, the bottom line is this. Failure does not have to be fatal or final. Jesus said, shake off the dust and move on.